All right, and thank you for coming back. And this is a really cool post that I'm about to make. I hope you stick with me on this one. Hear me out on this one, right? I've always talked about mythology, but never out of context with history. History is always the most important part of it because it tells you what was going on with people and why they, made these depictions of gods. They don't understand atmospheric events, so you get thunder gods. You're living in times of drought, so you get veneration of water deities. You're under attack by an outside force, you get warrior deities, right? This is a character from Marvel Comics who's called Cardiac, and he's kind of a villain, but we're going to understand the complexities of this. Now, this is a character who, his backstory is that he's a brilliant man whose brother died from a disease that at that time was thought to be completely incurable, right? So he becomes a doctor and a researcher and all this stuff, and years later, finds out that this disease was curable, that another company had actually developed a cure, but just didn't, in time to have saved his brother, this is ahead of his brother's sickness, and didn't release it because it was more profitable to make money off of containing the disease or maintaining it versus eliminating it, right? Of course, he goes crazy, invents this vibranium suit, or has a vibranium-powered weapon and an exoskeleton, right, in order so that he could go out and serve justice for this industry, right? So this is humans developing again a mythology about a hero to deal with the problem that is affecting so many people. In this case, it was the high cost of our pharmaceutical industry relative to their desire to make profits over keeping us alive. This has been an issue with pharmaceutical companies in this country for the last few decades, probably starting, obviously right in the 90s, right? And healthcare became more of a for-profit driven, where their idea of success is showing that success to shareholders, not necessarily in how many lives they saved, or not in how many lives they saved. And this is what comes out of it. We get a character like this who used all this massive intelligence that should have been going towards making the world a better place, who becomes a villain because of that circumstances. And nothing says mythology more succinctly than that. A congruence of actual history combined with storytelling as people were looking for solutions or heroes for that particular situation. So again, if you enjoy what I do, talking about modern mythology as we see here and ancient mythology and how those two are really embedded together, please hit that like and subscribe. And if you have more to add on this particular character, Cardiac of Marvel Comics, please do so in the comment section.